Hey, if you are watching this, it's because you just committed to either 21-day fix or 21-day fix extreme, or maybe you are doing a different workout program, but you bought the portion fix, which is the meal containers and the meal guide that tells you how to use it and how to fuel your body with the foods that you need. So congratulations for taking that step. This program and system has really changed my relationship with health, and it's been an ongoing thing. It wasn't just a 21-day fad, and so I am so excited for you guys to get the same breakthrough. I wanted to make this video for those of you who are visual and kind of need some help to wrap your head around how to use the containers, and because if you're doing this right, it's actually going to simplify things in your life and you're not going to have to think as much. And so I want to kind of accelerate that process for you so that you're not trying to figure it out for the next month. So what I do is I will go and you read the book, read the manual. I'm not going to explain all of it, the basics to you, because you've got to read the manual. Once you've figured out what your allowances are. So I will go and I will write down on a piece of paper my allowances, and I'll write down I get 4 greens, 3 reds, 2 yellows, 3 purples. And so then I will go to the manual, the list where it gives you the best options, the best suggestions for what to put in those containers, which of the foods to eat from each food group. I'll write down the ones that sound tastiest to me for that week, which ones I want to spend my week eating. And so I'll go to the carb list and I'll write down which 2 yellows I want to eat that week, and that may be black rice and oatmeal, or maybe a piece of toast and black rice, whatever sounds good to me. And so I'll write down those 2 carbs, and I'll write down the 3 proteins I want, and the 3 fruits I want, and the 4 greens that I want that week. So I'll write that down, go grocery shopping, get those things. I honestly just guess at how much to get. We can go to the grocery store again. You're not gonna starve to death if you don't get enough. And if you get a little extra, you can use it the next week most of the time. So don't be too much of a worry word about that one. And then once it's time to meal prep. Now, you don't have to meal prep, but I will tell you that I have found almost in every case, if you aren't prepared ahead of time, we're busy. Something might pop up, something might come up, and plans don't go, things don't go according to plan. And so when that happens, we're human. We need food. We're gonna do whatever we got to do to get food. And sometimes, if you're not prepared, that's gonna look like eating that bag of chips or going to a drive-through, and that's just going to start a downward cycle and make you feel defeated. And so do the work ahead of time to be prepared so that when you're busy, when something pops up, you can literally just grab and go and have your healthy meal, and you don't get deterred from your plan. So when it's time to meal prep, I personally choose Sundays. That may be a different day for you, but I take about 2 or 3 hours on a Sunday, and honestly, you can do it in less time. I'm like really slow, and I'm multitasking, so I could probably do it faster. But I will make large portions of the foods that I chose. And so, I'm making a big pan of chicken. I'm making a big pan of ground turkey or tilapia, whatever I chose for my proteins that week. I'm making a big pot of rice if that's what I chose. I'm portioning out, oatmeal scoops so that I can make each morning. And so I'm putting those in little baggies. So what I'll do for the foods that I have to cook is, once I've made, say I've got my chicken, it's finished being made, I'm going to take the red protein container, and rather than thinking of this as the storage container that you're going to, put your chicken in here and take this to work with you, that's going to limit how much you can actually use these. And so think more of this as a measuring cup. This is the proper measurement for a single serving of protein. And so what I'll do is, I've made my chicken, and I will take this and I'll scoop out a serving of chicken, and then I'm going to take a Tupperware container that I have a bunch of, and I'm going to put my chicken serving into this, and then I can store it in the fridge. And then that next morning when it's time to get ready for work, or 4 days later when it's time to leave for work, I just grab this in my other containers for the day. You can also just make meals, and so I might put my chicken serving, dump it in there, and then I'll maybe put my rice in there, dump it in there, and even my vegetables if it's something that I think can last for a couple days. And then I've got my whole meal, and I can just take this to work. So does that make sense? Use this as a measuring cup from the big pots of food that you make, scoop out a serving, and put it into a Tupperware to take with you on the go for the week. So hopefully that helps you to wrap your head around it. If you're ever like super starving and you're just like, all I ate all of my containers and I must have more food, your body may just be adjusting. And so I always say, rule of thumb, if you want more food, you can have more food. Just make it green. You can have as many greens as you want. What we typically want to do is have more of the carb yellows and more of the purple fruits. And they're so tasty, but that's not going to give your body the most energy, and it's not going to fuel you as much, and it's going to help you retain that fat if you have too much of those. So I always say, you want more food? Go for it. Just go for the green. For those of you who may be moms, nursing moms, you do need to bump up to the next weight bracket. This is the advice of the creators of 21 Day Fix. Some people find that that's too much food. They're like, I don't need that much food. And that's fine. I say listen to your body. You can kind of feel when you need more, and some days you just don't, some days you do. And on those days, I say to add definitely green, add protein, and even maybe some healthy fats, or even carbs. I don't necessarily think you need more sugars, but so hopefully that helps. Always ask me questions if you have any questions. I'm excited for you. I hope that this brings you breakthrough, and I hope that this kind of simplified things for you a little bit. Let me know if you have any questions.